Oh man, sorry, they just showed something that is so, so true. So, you know how we talk about depending on where you're vibrating is going to determine how you hear things and translate them and understand them. So, I say something, two different people hear it, one's on a low frequency, one's on a high frequency. The high frequency is going to love and honor themselves and in turn love others and really elevate that way. The other person's going to find a way to manipulate, but then say technically they're still doing the same technique, but it's the idea of like using it for bad, right? Using it to get or take from others. And this is what I think they were showing oftentimes. They're showing like there's some people that are like fake spiritualists. It's like they'll say all the right things, but you can feel it's almost like the evilness coming off of them, right? It's like people who get like these massive egos and they'll follow the laws of the universe. Like they'll follow this idea that I've shared where it's like you want so many followers and everybody focused on you and thinking basically they're thinking you're God, you're special, and they have all these people follow them telling them that, curtailing to them, all these yes men. It's like they understand the idea of the power in numbers, but it's like, how do I say what they're showing? It's almost like they please the people to get them on their side. So they bullshit the people to get them on their side to then like flip the switch kind of thing, which I guess we see all the time, which I could probably think of an example, but that's not what they're showing me. They're showing me somebody in particular. I'm trying to see what they're saying. It's like their ego did grow. So they like people, quote, bowing to them, looking up to them, thinking, idolizing them, thinking they're so great, telling them how great they are. And the more people they can get, especially high vibrational people, right? People who already have a lot of power and energy behind them. So their focus, their power, their love, their higher vibration focused on that person is going to be 1,000,000 times more powerful than 1,000,000 people with low vibration, you see? And so, let alone all the people with the high vibration has connections with, right? So it's the weight and the power behind that can be tremendously larger. And so this is why people are aware of that and it's like, quote, bad people will then play into that knowledge and that awareness to trick you, trap you, to follow them, to love them, to get on their boat, to give them your attention, your energy, your love, your focus, because it will rocket fuel them, right? Even if they're, quote, low vibrational, even if they're coming from this lower energy. And so this is why be very careful who you're giving your time, your attention, your love, your focus to. And we just don't realize the power behind each one of us individually. And, oh man. Yeah. This is, so this is and then what happens is, it's like the more people awaken to it or become aware of it in this way. So if it's, again, an egotistical person doing that, and the more you like realize, oh, they're saying all the right things, but you can feel the energy coming off of them as egotistical. Whether it always was, like whether they were putting on a mask before or not, I now see it, and then you step away. And it's like the more people that step away or feel that, see that, hear that, understand it, and see that there is no like flipping that switch, because there's not. Everybody has to want to do it for themselves. And somebody whose ego has gotten so large, usually they have to crash and burn, right? It's like there is no flipping that switch. And the more you attempt to, the more energy you're giving them, which is building that ego even bigger. And that crash is going to be even louder, harder, and more shrapnel is going to spread every which way. So this is the idea of like, the sooner you see it, the sooner you need to leave. Because the longer you stay, you're going down with that ship, right? A massive ego can sink a tremendous amount of people just with their force and the power, the weight of that ego. When it goes down, it's sucking in a shitload of people, a lot of stuff. And so you got to get away from that as soon as you see somebody is operating that way, if you love yourself, right? But if you're looking to, quote, save them, you're likely going to go down with the ship. Because somebody who's operating from that space and not even asking for help, you're going down with the ship. But you need to be careful of who's asking for help, because there's still a lot of people who are aware of that as well, and aware that people who are of a higher vibration are not just going to say yes to everybody, even though they'll play on those strings. They'll play on the strings of, well, if you're so good, if you're so this, that, but you can't play party to that shit. That's still their ego trying to rope you in. Let them try to rope all you want. You don't have to say yes to anybody. You're not obligated to save anybody. You're not anybody's hero or savior. Right? This is this idea of like, the best thing we can do for anyone is to stay in our own alignment. You know, it's like, so say you do help a lot of people, but you get sucked into that vortex. Well, now you've hurt yourself. You're down and out. You went down with the ship, and all those people that were relying on you, well, they're up Schitt's Creek now too. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why it's like, if you're worried about looking like the good guy, if you're worried about being the hero, the savior, that's looking to get. That's playing into your ego as well. And so, out you go. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.